All right, this is a quick lesson just on the building blocks of the very basic building blocks of language. So we're going to talk about nouns, we're going to talk about adjectives, and we're going to talk about verbs. So first, nouns, as you've probably heard 100 times, nouns are persons, places, or things. So we have a person could be Harry Potter. A place could be Hogwarts. And a thing, I don't know, it could be a wand. All right. So that's pretty simple. We also have qualities, such as honesty is a noun. An axe, like wizardry, is a noun. In Latin, in the first chapter, we'll see nouns like pictura, which means picture. We'll see the person's name, Cornelia. And we'll see the place, Italia. So those are in a little different order. Picture is a thing, Cornelia is a person, and Italia is a place. So, moving on to adjectives. Adjectives get a little bit more tricky. You don't have that mantra, person, place, or thing. Adjectives are things that describe nouns. So they give some quality to those person, place, or thing. So we could have a scary Harry, where Harry Potter is here, and maybe he's a little scary. Scary is going to be our adjective. We could have Hogwarts is a big school. Hogwarts. Or we could have a broken wand. And in all these cases, scary, big, broken, they're describing the nature of the noun. So we have those same things in Latin. Cornelia is a puella, which is our noun, right? Because it's a girl. She's a puella romana, meaning that she's a Roman girl. So the word romana is telling us a little bit more about the puella. It's describing it, it's qualifying it. So romana is going to be an adjective there. She lives in a villa rustica, which means a rustic villa, a country house. So there's our adjective there. We also have, let's see. Oh, she's a puella leta, happy girl. So in the same way that she's a Roman girl, she's also a happy girl. Both those are adjectives. Okay, so they're describing. Once again, describing. Looking at verbs. So verbs are words that denote action. So the ones that we see in our story here in chapter 1 aren't necessarily that exciting, but if we talk about English examples, we could have Harry cursed, or curses Voldemort. So curses is our action there. We could have, big Hogwarts. We could also have Hogwarts is big. So there is actually our verb. It's not a terribly exciting verb, but is actually one of the most common verbs that we'll be seeing. It's kind of a basic building block. So look out for that. And then we also might have the wand flew, through the air. The air. Something like that can be a verb. If we look at what we see in our Latin story here in chapter 1, we have the verb est a lot, which means is. Like I said, we'll be seeing that a lot. We have the verb, so you might see a sentence like Cornelia est lata. Cornelia is happy. We have our verb habebat, habitat, which means dwells or lives. We have sedet, which means sits. Lives, sits. So those are actions. Those are things that nouns are doing. The noun is. The noun lives. The noun sits. So that's what we have with verbs. So your homework assignment with this, and you have an English story as well, is to sort the words into nouns, adjectives, and verbs. So if you have any questions, you can post on this video, or you can send me an email. And good luck. See you in class.